Hey guys, Hannah here and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. This video is going to be called Underestimation. And basically what I mean by underestimation is people... Oh my god, sorry guys, what's my tuna salad coming up? What I mean by underestimation is people underestimating you because you have autism and they sort of stereotype you into someone that can't function properly. And it's so annoying. So, there's quite a lot to talk about in this video, so I'll crack on with some examples. When I was in school, there was this group called Safety Group. Safety Group, my gosh. And I only used to go because it used to get me out of class, and I think I requested to go just for bands. But anyway, it was me and these two other people, a boy who had Asperger's, but he was... Have I mentioned him before? I'm not sure. He was the polite type, do you know what I mean? You know, the type that wouldn't go off on one if there's a room change, or wouldn't shout at a teacher if he shouted at him first. Do you know what I mean? Just one of them really cool, nice people with Asperger's, nice and polite. I was complete opposite. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why no one liked me. None of the teachers liked me. Anyway, it's a different story. And there's this other girl who had cerebral palsy, and also, I don't know, she must have had something else wrong with her. I mean, she was pleasant, but she was very emotionally not stable, and unfortunately, just like they weren't particularly nice to me, the staff of the special needs team were worse to her, and the fact is I would gob off to them back if any of the staff members had a go at me, but the fact is she couldn't stick up for herself, and that was what was really sad about it. I mean, I would shout at them back, but she just didn't have the intellect to do that, so I did actually stick up for her a few times, because I'm that kind of girl. Anyway, so we had this group, and it was this really, oh my god, this awful man. And yeah, we sat there and we talked about really weird shizzle, and it was just, yeah. And the other two were just so behind compared to me, but the guy spoke to me like I was stupid. I was really stupid. It was just like, oh my gosh. It was just like, he said, one of his questions was, I remember this because I written it down in my diary. He said, how would you act if you was waiting to cross the road? I mean, it's a stupid question, but I accepted it. And then he says, oh, not acting as in Meryl Streep. And I was just like, what? And that even confused me even more. It's like, why mention Meryl Streep? Hang on a minute, what is this guy going on about? But basically, he didn't know what I thought acting was. But obviously... bloody hell. Anyway. And oh my gosh, oh my gosh, when he asked us all if we knew what sex was, and bearing in mind we were like 16, it was in our last year, and me and the other boy, and he said his name then, can't say any names, me and this other boy, let's call him Blue, after Blue Snowball, my blue snowball. Did I show you my blue snowball? Oh my god. Guys, it's just my blue snowball. It's my new mic. How cool is this? Anyway, I don't overly want to break it, so I'm going to put it back. It's very unstable. Stay. Anyway, so we're going to call him Blue. So basically, me and Blue were like... I forgot what I said now. So me and Blue were like, yeah, we do know what sex is. But the girl, we're going to call her Snowball. For example, after Blue Snowball said she didn't. Oh my god, there was this, oh my god, he just was so patronising with us about it. He just went, oh my god, he gave, I still remember it. It was the most whole explanation ever. I don't even want to repeat it, it's going to make me feel sick. Oh my god, it was just like, he was just so patronising about it. It's as if we didn't even know what sex was when we were actually lawfully sexed. Do you know what I mean? And Blue, because we were talking about the dangers of rape, Blue thought it was okay to go up to a hooded figure in the dark and ask for directions. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing here? But anyway, that was just an example of people underestimating me and people being really goddamn patronising. Another example was when I was working, and oh my god, I can't say much because this is not recent, but only a few years old. But basically, I had quite an unfortunate work in a children's place, and I looked after them, and the owner, unfortunately, was a total, oh my god, just fucking total cunt, basically, to put it in a nice way. And she just was incredibly patronising. She was, she didn't even underestimate, she discriminated, but it's almost classed as underestimation. Like, she wouldn't let me pick up any children because she was afraid I was going to drop them, even though there was nothing in Asperger's that says, oh, she is going to drop a child, do not let her pick up a child. And I wasn't allowed with the children on my own, just in case I'd done something. I don't know what I could have done. And also, when we was walking, I was walking with my friends, and I don't smoke, but they were going to smoke under the bridge, and she was like, Hannah, if you come back, because we're not allowed to smoke in our uniforms, like our nursery uniforms. So everyone else had changed, but I had stayed in my because I wasn't smoking. Hannah, if you come back smelling the smoke, then that's over. I don't know what was over, because she couldn't exactly fire me for standing under a bridge, which she tried to do at one point. She said we couldn't stand or eat under the bridge, even though the bridge was actually nothing to do with her. It was like Red Bridge Borough Council's bridge. Do you know what I mean? So we were under the bridge. And no, we weren't under the bridge. Hang on, we haven't got to under the bridge yet. And so I just sort of not ignored her, but just sort of, yeah, alright, whatever, babe. And then she shouted over to my friends, can she hear me? Is she able to hear me? Now, I've never ever thought of Asperger's syndrome being a sort of hard of hearing, having hard of hearing symptoms. That is definitely not what I have heard before. So it kind of upset me a bit, but you know what, I was so used to this absolute nutter by now. And yes, this nutter in question is still in charge of a children's nursery. But we won't go there. We won't go there, guys, because it's just going to make me upset. So anyway, I know that was just a bit of a random video. It's quite short as well. I've just looked at the time. I mean, it's really late. It's like, he's meant to speak. I've got an Apple Watch. Why are you not? Oh, he's on silent. That's why.
It's 11:08.
It's 11:08. And I really want to watch a few more episodes of Homeland before I go to bed. And tomorrow I'm going to the, what's it called? Bet show at the XL London with my friends for a school trip. So we're not actually going with my friends for fun. I'm going with the university. It's a university trip, so it's going to be as boring as fuck. And it's actually meant to start at 10. But due to unforeseen circumstances, well, it's not unforeseen actually, it's pretty much seen. Due to circumstances, I've got to try and avoid somebody there, so I'm going a bit later so I don't have to bump into them. That's a story for another time, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!